Hi there, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to start a new series on Azure DevOps. So in this, I'll be discussing about basics about the Azure DevOps, and in the upcoming videos, I will show you hands-on how we can use this Azure DevOps and all the aspects I will be showing you. Mostly it will be focused upon like hands-on for the AZ 400 series, exam series. So those who are willing to do hands-on for this Azure DevOps exams, because in the exam, almost like 10 to 12 questions are the lab questions. So if you're willing to pass the exam with good grades, so you can just follow my videos and see how we can work on this hands-on with the DevOps. So just an introduction to the DevOps. So basically, it is a contraction of dev and op that refers to the development and the operation parts that is being handled by the DevOps team. So idea is to create the multidisciplinary teams that now work together with shared and efficient practices and the tools. So what are the essential DevOps practices? It includes the agile planning, that is the most important thing, and continuous integration and continuous delivery. That is, in short, we call it as CI/CD. Then the pipelines and all those things comes, and also the monitoring of the applications also plays an important role, application insights and all. So DevOps is a constant journey. We need to follow each and every aspects in order to automate our things. So you can see over here, total collaboration is there. We plan and then we build, then it is a continuous. Then we have a continuous integration and a continuous feedback. Then we have to deploy and then we operate, we get the feedback. Again, we plan. So it is in a loop. So basically in DevOps, we will be talking about the version control. So we will be mostly the DevOps, Azure DevOps follow the Git one. So we'll be working with the Git. Agile basics, we'll be talking about Azure boards and work items, how to add the task and all. Then monitoring tools and logging, how to utilize those, how to use the Azure application HD insights and all. And infrastructure as a code, that is Azure Resource Manager, ARMs. So we'll be working on that one also. Microservices, that is Azure apps, logic apps. So in the logic apps, how we can handle the multiple microservices, how to read the data, get and post the data, all those things we'll be working on. So most of the applications examples will be in ASP.NET Core, and we will also be working on the containers. We'll be work with the Azure containers. So these things we'll be working on. So most examples, as I said, will be in ASP.NET Core. So as a whole nutshell, you can see there Azure DevOps. We have the Azure boards are there on the top of it. That is agile planning. And if you want to track some resources and what is the project status and all, we can have a proper reporting tool, have a visualization of all the aspects of the project. So Azure boards is very important. So in that, the Kanban and lots of things are there. So we can visualize the project details. And then we have the Azure pipelines are there. We have this is like a platform for continuous integration and continuous delivery platform. So this is it's having also support from the containers or the Kubernetes. So we'll be working on this, how to create a pipeline and how to connect with the Azure repositories and all. So Azure Repos like provides cloud hosted private Git repositories, how we can fork, how we can manage the branches, and how we can pull, push. Then we have also have like hooks. So these kind of things we'll be doing hands-on while working with the Azure repos. Then we are having Azure artifacts. That is basically a package management, and it supports a Maven, NPM, Python, and NuGet package, of course, for the ASP.NET Core, and the feeds from the public or private sources. We can add the artifacts. Then we have the Azure test plans, so integrated plan. So for testing our solution and all, we can create some test cases and all. So a little bit we will work on this one also. Then in the GitHub, we'll be working more closely on the code phases. So that is basically a cloud hosted collaborative development environment that we'll be having. Then repositories are there. So these all, it can be a public and private projects, and we can have a local machine-based repositories also. Then we can push it to the remote repositories. So maybe in the upcoming videos, I will be showing you the next, like a simple example with a small ASP.NET Core project with the Git and GitHub. So how does it work and what are the differences and all? Then we can have actions. So automation workflows, either with the GitHub workflow or with the Azure, how we can write the customized scripts. Then the packages, it is helpful for like integration with the different packages and open source repositories and all. Then definitely in the last, we can have a review code and find out the vulnerabilities earlier in the development lifecycle from the security perspective. Then when we talk about the authorization access, definitely this type of services, we have a Microsoft account, or we can have a Azure Active Directory to protect and secure the data. And for the non-Microsoft tools, Git, NuGet, and Xcode, we can use PAT. We have the personal access tokens we can generate. We can set the time limit for them, what time, after how much interval of time they are going to expire, so such that nobody else can misuse it. Then we can have Azure DevOps that is pre-configured with the default security groups and permissions. So we can assign different roles, role-based access controls also, who is a contributor, who is a reader, and all these kind of permissions. We can create a groups and all we can create. So you can also configure access policies also and condition access policies. So these are also part of the like authorization and access point of view. We can have it. So these all are the basic things that are there. So in the upcoming videos, I will be starting with the Git, because directly jumping in the DevOps, it will be like a little bit like difficult. So I will just show you some basic commands with the Git, so you can utilize those basic commands, and then we can move on with either with Azure board, or we can just we can go ahead with the implementing that continuous integration, how we can implement those things. So it will be a totally hands-on. So theoretical part will be quite less. So I'll be showing you the live demos with small projects. And as I said, most of my projects will be ASP.NET Core. I hope you like this small little, introduction about the DevOps. So in the upcoming videos, I hope you will like those videos also. So I will try my best to give you a clear idea about the Azure DevOps. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel.